Hello. Welcome to the Goods. I know that you have been looking at us wearing our Fly Goods podcast gear and wondering where can we get those. Well, guess what? We have the answers for you. We have it here, Teespring. Go to Teespring and you will find all of this glorious merchandising, from t-shirts to mugs to, well, there's other toys, but we can't talk about that now. Go to Teespring, enjoy our memorabilia.
And we're back. All flash?
No substance.
That's good enough.
Yeah.
So today's top five, we had a little debate on. We weren't quite sure what we wanted to do, but we decided to come up with something fun that we had never done in top fives before. So today's top five is going to be the top five movies that feature dreaming.
Okay.
So I think that's a good mixture of films that we can do.
It took a long time.
It did. It even took a long time for me, but it covers a lot of genres because there's all types of films that actually have some type of dreaming element into it. So it makes this list very like versatile or like varied. I don't know if that's a real word.
No, it's versatile.
Versatile?
Yes.
Okay, we'll go with that. So, Carla.
Okay.
You get to go first.
Okay.
I almost said art.
I look like him. It's okay. No, he will be pissed. No. Okay. So going back to what you were talking. Yes, it involves a lot of different genres. So the good thing is that like there's a lot of things that you can go through.
Right.
But it was difficult.
Okay.
Even though I think that it was difficult, so I think that I did my best.
Okay.
I have a feeling that people won't like it because my list is all over the place. It will cover a lot of different genres, but I mean, it's up. Whatever.
That's what the comments are for.
Okay.
That's the comments.
Okay.
If they don't like it, they can make up their own list.
Okay. Don't hate, just laugh. But okay. Okay, I'm ready.
All right, number five.
Number five. Okay, I think that I put this one really low, but it's because I personally love the other ones that are on my list.
Okay.
So my number five is Nightmare on Elm Street.
Really?
Yes.
The first one.
The first one.
Okay.
Yes, like back in time with all the original ones, the original series. That is the one that I like. I was not a fan with the newest one that it came out like a few years.
Yeah.
Yes, because they changed the story a little bit, and I don't know. I was not a fan of those ones. And actually today I watched this one, and it's just like the sound effects and everything. It's so like cheesy and funny, but I like it. I think that basically that is the whole thing about dreaming.
The whole movie's about dreaming.
So I think that this is a really good pick.
It fits the qualifications of the list, ma'am. Yes.
And Freddy Krueger is one of my top like villains. So I think that that's why it really fits on my list.
I'm very surprised. I didn't think you would go Nightmare on Elm Street, but hey, you know what? Your list is now surprising me. I'm on board with it so far.
Okay.
Number four.
Number four. Okay, this one, a short part of the, or not necessarily the main character goes about dreaming, but it involves that. It's Constantine. When she
Explain the dreaming element.
Okay, remember I know that she has to go into the top and into the bathtub when she it's about to to go back to hell and everything.
Right.
But it technically relates to a dream. Like technically she is dreaming.
Okay.
She's not. It's not that she's going directly to. Don't make faces.
Is it?
It is. It is related to dreaming. Like she's traveling there through dreaming. Oh my God. People, please defend me. I think that is about dreaming, but okay.
I mean, hey, you know, everybody who believes in heaven and hell, you just say like, hey, if you go to hell, you were dreaming.
No, it's not. I mean,
Number three.
Okay, I'm not going to keep debating on this because I'm right. But okay.
Number three.
Okay, number three. Insidious chapter 2.
It's a coma, right?
Yes. No, it's not necessarily a coma.
Oh wait, no, you're talking about chapter 2.
Yes. So on chapter 1, the kid don't start making faces.
No, I'm trying to figure it out.
The kid goes like into maybe a coma because like he hits his head and everything, and he goes to sleep and he never wakes up. So
right, because he was doing the out-of-body experience at night when he was dreaming, right?
Exactly.
Right, okay, so yeah, that part's a dream, but you're saying chapter 2.
But the chapter 2, like when the dad realized that he I mean, of course, remember that chapter 2 is like actually the first.
Yeah, like the prequel.
The prequel, exactly. And this when he finds out that, like, by dreaming, he can go and do the same.
Oh, yeah, okay, so he's doing the same thing. But
Yes.
so in essence, it's still an out-of-body experience while they're dreaming.
While they're dreaming.
Okay. No,
Don't try to mess up on my top list.
I will allow it. I
Okay.
will allow it.
And even if you wouldn't, like, it's already on my list. So there's anything else that you can do.
I mean, the Constantine one still, but
People, please.
Insidious, that franchise, I will allow.
Constantine. And this is one of my top movies. I mean, but okay.
All right.
Okay.
Number 2.
Number 2, this is a pretty obvious one, but I mean, it's a classic, and I think that it should be I think it's one of the top favorite movies of all times.
What was it about?
Inception.
Oh.
I thought about it, but no.
Inception, that is a great pick. That is a great
Inception.
pick.
Of
All right.
course, everything is about dreaming of the dream of the dream, and then later on you figure it out that I don't know what longer they are doing anymore because they are like dreaming about dreaming about dreaming.
Yeah, it's like levels of dreaming and stuff like that.
But I think that you have to pay a lot of attention to that. It's a movie that you have to watch several times to understand it. And the more that you watch it, the more you can pick up in certain details that are like really great to the movie and makes it like one of the best movies of all time.
I agree. Inception's a great film, and the levels of dreaming that they do does leave you kind of scratching your head to like, okay, what, how do we figure this out? So that is a great pick for number 2, but it does leave me wondering, what do you have at number 1?
Okay.
So number 1.
Number 1. Okay. I'm really nervous about this one. And
Why?
I can't
Your only misstep is Constantine.
Whatever. I'm curious to see your face when I'm about to say this one. Okay.
I'm really curious.
Okay. My first one is Alice in Wonderland, the original one.
Okay.
If you guys remember, not the one with Tim Burton, the Disney one, the
Like the
original
Disney
one.
one. Okay, yeah.
That is one of my favorite Disney movies. I'm not about princesses, so that's why I really like this one.
It's kind of like an acid dream. I get it.
No, I mean, of course. Okay, I was going to go with that. Like the fact that I don't know how old she is. I think that she's like 12, like 13-year-old. And she can dream about all of that.
No, they told it was like eat this, drink this. If somebody just put signs that says eat and drink this, do not do that, kids.
Okay,
because those are bad things
she
to do.
She does it while she's dreaming. The fact is like she's studying. If you guys remember the whole story,
right.
She's studying and she's like laying on a tree, and then like she falls asleep while being in the tree, and then but you find that out until the end. But I mean that's the whole point. Like she falling asleep while she's studying with her nanny or whoever she was. But yeah, you have to be like incredibly creative and incredibly like your mind should go like way crazy in order for you to dream about all of the characters and everything that was in there. So because of that and because of creativity, that is my number 1 pick.
So if they had done like an Inception version of Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, that would be so cool.
The sequel.
Yes, that would be a great idea. Yes, I think that should work.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your top 5 list. It was a great top 4, but
I knew that something was coming, but okay.
That means
it's my time to criticize. So
it is. So it might get some. There might be a few critiques in this, but I appreciate my list. I thought I was gonna have to make some adjustments because I thought you were gonna pick some of the stuff that I picked on mine, but it wasn't that similar. So let's go ahead and get into it. So my number 5. Number 5.
Okay, number 5.
I went with Before I Wake.
Okay, I haven't watched that movie.
You have not seen that movie.
Yes.
So it is about a little boy. The sister brings in like her nephew, and the point of the dreaming part of it is that every time he dreams something, they become real projections in real life. So like if he dreams of butterflies, then as you walk around the house, the parents walk around the house, they see butterflies in the house. If he dreams of a monster, the monster's in the house. It's kind of like, it's really like a visual movie because it's like all of these kind of like fantastical things that you could dream about that are they're
like
freaking
a
out.
horror movie?
It appears to be like a horror movie because like when he dreams of like monsters and stuff like that, then they're dealing with it in real life. But when he dreams of like regular like fun things, they see them too. And he kind of mentions it, and he doesn't want to go to sleep because he knows that happens.
Okay.
So it's a great film. The only part about the movie is that they switch actors. Like one of the actors couldn't finish the film, and they hired another.
Sucks.
And they don't just like have him redo the scenes. They just pop him in to finish the movie. So like in whatever scenes that the original actors finished, you see him in those scenes, and then whatever he didn't finish, the other actors there.
Ooh, okay.
And if you're not paying attention, because I watched it with other people and they didn't notice it, I was like, why does his face keep changing?
Oh, okay. Maybe you don't know. Maybe that's part of the.
Maybe it's the underlying thing that I missed from the movie.
Exactly.
I have to rewatch it now
Yes.
for like the 5th time. But it's a
because
great
maybe
film.
that's why.
It's a great film for a dreaming film. It's a great film for a quasi-horror film too. So maybe if we do another horror top 5, then maybe I'll add that one to
Okay,
the list.
I
All
think that you should, because now I'm in,
Okay.
and I can give my top 5.
You should definitely see that one.
Okay.
All right, number 4.
Number 4.
All right, so, excuse me. Here's where the criticism might come in. I went with American Psycho. Because
I'm gonna let you talk.
the twist at the end was, did it really happen?
Okay, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he was dreaming.
He was dreaming all of these psychotic events. He never really did them. And they leave you at the end with, did any of this really happen? Hey, you put Constantine as number 4.
Because Constantine makes sense.
Constantine at number 4.
That makes sense. But okay.
This is a thinker here. It's like, man, did it? Because the people were still alive, and he talked to one of the guys that he supposedly had killed. So if that didn't happen, did any of it really happen? And that is a qualification for a dream. Look, alone, American Psycho is a great film to watch. I mean, early Christian Bale.
Okay,
Definitely
yes.
watch that film. But as we're talking about dreaming, that I would think is like maybe like daydreaming.
No.
No.
No. But okay, fine.
Number 3.
Okay, number 3. Let's see.
Once again, more criticism. All right.
Okay.
I went with Total Recall.
I knew that you were going to pick that one. I freaking knew it. I knew it.
Because,
But I'll give you that one.
once again, at the end, it leaves you with
Yeah, okay.
Did it really happen?
Yes, okay.
Did it really
I'll give you that
happen?
one.
Is this an implant that they put in his brain,
Yes.
making him think all of this stuff happened?
Yeah.
That is dreaming right there.
Okay.
And everything that happened in the movie were based on his suggestions at the beginning interview when he decided what he wanted to pick for the particular implant
Thing.
holiday.
Yeah, okay.
So, because of that, it doesn't. I mean, they didn't do a total recall too to say that it did happen. So that leaves you with it didn't happen,
Okay.
and that is a dream, and I'm sticking to it.
No. I'll give
Fight
you
me in
that
the
one.
comments.
No, I'll give you. Honestly, I'll give you that one. I already knew that
You knew
you
I was
were
gonna
going
pick that
to
one?
pick that one.
Of course, I was gonna pick.
Yes, but I'll give you that one.
I love
it. Makes sense.
I love Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's why I knew
We
that
do
you
not
were going
accept
to
the
pick
Colin
it.
Farrell version. We don't accept
I
that.
know. I was going to say, what did you think about the like remake? But you like
I like Colin Farrell.
Yes, I was
But
gonna say.
I
like you
did
talk
not
about
know.
in previous episode about how much you like him.
I do. But they didn't do Mars, so I mean, no.
Fine.
This is
But-
how Manny feels about like RoboCop, the remake of RoboCop. I like the remake of RoboCop, but he hates it.
No, but I think that it's difficult. Okay.
So number 2.
Okay, number 2.
All right.
Okay.
So this is where I copied you. I went with Nightmare on Elm Street,
Okay.
but
I like that you brought it like a little bit higher than me. That's
yeah,
okay.
I also went with the original
Yes.
one. I mean,
Okay.
I love a lot of the films in the series. Technically, 2 is one of my favorites. I love 1 because the first time that it was brought to us, nobody had done a horror film like that. Nobody had done anything that was like, where we think about dreaming as a safe space, even though there's like some scary dreams, there's nightmares that we have, but it's always like, hey, we're gonna wake up. And this one was like, what if you don't wake up? What if you truly die in the dream?
I mean, if especially if you're older, you actually look forward to go to sleep. So, the fact that the movie, like I think that is a really good
Totally
point.
takes it away from you, and it's like, and people have to deal with the fact that they don't even feel safe dreaming.
Yeah.
So like regular life is where their safe space is. It's like they just refuse to dream because they know what's waiting for them in the dream world. So that's one of the reasons, because it was such a new twist on horror.
Concept.
And yeah, the concept itself.
Back in time.
Back in time.
Okay.
Back in my old days.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So
a long time ago.
oh God.
Okay.
The old jokes start.
Okay, so number one.
No! Once again, I'm still copying Inception.
Yes, okay.
I had to put Inception on the list. There's no
it.
possible way. You guys would have blown me up in the comments if I didn't put Inception on the list.
Oh.
So it is there, but I had to give recognition to all the other films that I didn't think that she would put on the list. But Inception's a great film. Look.
It is.
It's a smart film. The directing was Christopher Nolan.
Yes.
Did a great job directing. It's probably one of his biggest standout films outside of Batman trilogy. But whatever, it's like, so he did such a great film, and once again, taking a concept that we hadn't seen before and giving us something that like was unexpected, showing us the dream world and showing us how we could like manipulate the dream world, how we can change and mold it to what we wanted to do.
Think that you already figured out the movie, then you totally like didn't, and then there's a twist on it, and then that's why it comes out like dreaming about dreaming about dreaming. So yeah,
it made me figure out what my totem is. Can't tell you though, but yeah, I actually made me figure out what my totem is. So if I get in an Inception type situation, you're not gonna get me. I'm gonna figure it out.
I doubt it, but okay.
Honorable mentions. Honorable mentions. What do you got for honorable mentions?
I have one that I'm not going to switch that with Constantine because.
You sure?
Yes, because actually I was thinking about that one of Constantine, but I stick with the fact that Constantine is about dreaming.
Okay.
No. So anyway, so one that it's because I really like the message. I think that this is a great family movie.
I've never seen it.
Click.
Oh, Click.
Yes.
Oh, I thought the movie was called The Message.
No.
Oh, the one where like he could change the channel and stuff
He's
like that.
He's actually dreaming. Like he goes to Bed Bath and Beyond. He goes to find a universal remote control. You do remember that?
No, I saw the trailer.
Oh, okay. So he goes to.
I've never seen Click. I'm sorry, I've never seen Click.
Okay, so the thing is that he's in his house and he has like a remote for the TV and a remote for the the thing. He has a remote for every single thing in his house and nothing is working.
Okay, so he lives here.
Okay, so he decides to go to Bed Bath and Beyond because that is the only thing that is open to find a universal remote control.
Who goes to Bed Bath and Beyond?
That is the only thing that was open at the time. So the whole thing happens that, he finds this guy that it's supposed to be crazy and he gives him this remote control that can control his life.
Okay.
So he can basically forward things or back forward things.
Oh, kind of redo it again?
Yes, redo it again.
Okay.
He can, there's a really funny scene when he's starting to learn how to use the remote and he's driving to work and there's this big girl with big boobs running. So he puts that in slow motion so you can see the girl running and seeing that. So it's all the features about a remote. Most of you have watched it, of course.
Okay.
It's about
Except me.
Except you, because you're weird. Yeah. But the great thing about that movie is that the great message about that is that, of course, when difficult things come into life for him, he tries to fast forward them. But then later on, he realizes that he needs to go through that in order to learn certain things, in order to enjoy things that he has in his life.
Okay.
So I think that is a great movie. At the end, it's all about a dream. Now you're ready, spoiler alert, but this is not a spoiler because that movie is freaking old, so I don't know how come you haven't seen it. But it's really funny and it has a great message, like a father-son type of message. That is a really great movie.
Okay. I argue that you need to fast forward things in life. You don't need to experience
No, watch that movie.
You'll be fine.
If you watch that movie, you will understand why not. Of course I will want to, but if you watch the movie, you will understand that. You'll become more appreciative of the things that you have.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
The slow-mo, that's what you become appreciative of. Any other honorable mentions?
No, that's all.
All right, so.
I don't want any more critiques, but okay.
You can't critique you on honorable mentions, but.
Okay.
My honorable mentions, I did put Alice in Wonderland as one of my honorable mentions.
Hey!
Right,
You did?
It just wasn't my top 5 film, but I was just it needed to be
I'm
mentioned.
impressed.
It's a good film. It's a great film. It's about dreaming. I get it. I was
Okay.
I didn't give you crap on Alice in Wonderland, just Constantine. But other things that I put as honorable mentions, I spoiled it a little bit. It was like Wizard of Oz. I mean, because basically you get to the end, it was like, oh my God, it was a dream, but you were there, and you were there, and you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I actually like that one, but I don't know why I didn't like mention it later. But yeah, okay.
Okay. And my last one was Shutter Island. I should have put Insidious because I forgot about Insidious.
No. Wait, okay.
Oh well, you have a question with
Why
Shutter Island?
Shutter Island? That was not a dream. He was crazy.
It's just crazy.
He was crazy, and while he was awake, he was picturing that. He was not dreaming.
Yeah, you know what? Right. He was doing that stuff because they were playing along with him.
Yes.
That's right. Well, it wasn't on my top 5 list. It was just not. It was an honorable
But I
mention. Can't give you crap honorable mention.
Still, I can. But okay.
All right. So as we always say, this is just our top 5. So please put your top 5 in the comments below. If it's a mixture of all of our lists, if you got 5 totally different films that you.
Mine that is awesome.
Please put Constantine on your list so we can have that conversation. I would love to have a conversation with you in the comments below. Make sure you put it down there. And if it's the first time that you're on the channel, please subscribe as well as click the notification button so that way you're aware of all the other things that we do on the channel. We also have a bunch of new shirts from Teespring. So if you want to go to the website and check that out, the link will be here. So yeah, go support us. And if you want to donate, please go to Patreon so you can also do that as well too.
Maybe they can pay a better host.
Does that mean me?
No.
That's the second. So for Art and Manny, for some reason didn't make it today, I'm Terrence.
And I'm Carla.
And you guys take care. Real quick, if you're still here, because we do these into the video little blooper things. If you're still here, look down. There's a link here for Patreon. If you guys like the show, please give us money. Give us money. We'll take a penny. We'll take a nickel. We'll take a dime. We'll take a dollar. We have some stuff on there that we're giving away on Patreon if you do contribute, because trust me, we need help. We need help. We want to buy new equipment, and we need an editor. Somebody who doesn't have to stay up in the middle of the night. Or they don't have to stay up in the middle, but I won't have to do it. So please, down patreon.com/thegoods. It's in the link. Please do it. We appreciate it.